I think this is an opportunity for us to get it perfect.
There's so much need within our schools around mental health and wellbeing for our young people, and so we needed the support to come out to Selwyn. Prior to this we had, and we still have, the school-based mental health team, which has been a wonderful support but not enough for everybody. So knowing that the kaimahi were coming to each and every school and that support would be distributed was like just a breath of fresh air for all of us, and we were just really hopeful that our children and our families would get the support that they needed.
It's been great to be a part of something which is it's kind of getting its guidance as we're going along the way, so to help develop and have some input into that from the early stages was quite a privilege, really, because I could see Mana Ake really taking off nationwide as well, and to be a part of the beginnings of that was quite special.
This type of service can't be delivered by an individual provider or system, and I think where that's been tried in the past, they generally come up short. So the opportunity to develop something that's got a unique standing, the virtual team environment, the shared skill base, and the opportunity to engage with a number of different services, not only specifically about Mana Ake, but the other services that the provider network provide. This creates a way for us to engage with that, so our wider workforce has a broader map of opportunity to provide ultimately to families and children.
I think it's involved a different type of collaboration, I think. Christchurch are very good in terms of services and collaboration, but this is involved a different type, collaborating with each other on a different level, I think.
This has given us a chance to work more openly and have really open discussions in a safe place, and I think with the project lead team providing that safety for us is really important, and we have been able to have frank open discussions and do what's right for children.
Having worked in the sector and across sectors for many years, there's always a great deal of focus on collaboration, but I don't think that anything has nailed collaboration quite as well as this week.
I'm really heartened by the attitudes of the people I work with. They're great people, they're sincere, they mean it, they really want to make a change and see something better.
I think part of the issue for me, and probably one of the little soapboxes I get on if I'm permitted, is around the equitable access to resources for rural schools. And I would see that this is the biggest change. As the resource comes to us, for a start, that's hugely beneficial if you're talking about rural families and trying to get them to connect with services. If it comes to you, we're 90% of the way there. So from a rurality and an equity point of view, I feel like the resources, it's the right kind of resource.
We're seeing a lot more collaboration between support services around the children, so that there's good involvement of the school community, plus going into the homes and with the families.
It was just such a positive affirmation from one of the caregivers of a 9-year-old girl, and how it's making such a difference not just to the 9-year-old girl but to the caregiver and to the rest of the family. Some of the strategies that they've given and some of the support and the advice that they've given, it's just changed their world. So we just celebrate in that and just love it.
It fills a gap in many ways with a lot of other existing services. It is more of that early intervention and preventative, which has been missing before.
The feedback that I've had from families has been really positive. They feel like they've got a voice and somebody to talk to, and have welcomed the kaimahi into their homes as well. So there's that nice kind of personal touch and that bit of time for them to be able to work through the challenges that they're facing.
The fact that they're in the school, in the community, can go into their homes is all beneficial for these parents and their children. Definitely means a better outcome for everyone.
I've had workers in my school. I've had workers delivering to teachers in my school, as well as working with families and children. So it has, in a short time, had a huge impact for us. And it's really helped us to strengthen our strands around wellbeing for our not only for our tamariki but for whānau as well. So all of those kaimahi are also working with families.
So we've got degrees of flexibility that we can move into, and it just seems a really hopeful way to be approaching what's happening with particularly our little young people and our young people.
I think that the thing about Mana Ake is we're growing together, we're learning together, and that's what even going into with our Mana Ake workers, and those kaimahi are learning with us, the senkos are learning with the kaimahi, and we're certainly enjoying having other people problem solving, because a lot of helping these children is actually collective wisdom. That collective wisdom, problem solving, coming up with some ideas, not expecting one school, one teacher, one poor old senko to solve the problem. So I think it's about collective wisdom, which I really like.
Really enjoy working with the young people, and hopefully that is having a long-term impact. I mean, you do notice just slight changes, and any slight change with a young person is a great change.
The work that everyone that's involved in Mana Ake today is been great, and I think given what Christchurch has been through and is continuing to go through, I think it's more important now than ever, and I think the more that we can support the type of work and the work that they are doing, the better it is for the whole of the city.
With Mana Ake, we've been able to refer and have a response within a very short period of time, and that response has been really appropriate and timely. So that's been, as I said, 30 plus years as a principal, and this has been the best mechanism for delivery of service that I've seen as far as my role as a principal for my kids and the community. It's been awesome.